Let's jump back to training for a sec, or implementation. I think we glazed over training. So implementation, you're at the finish line, or maybe you're beginning training while we're doing implementation, but what should somebody expect in terms of the depth of training, and even after implementation is done, if people need a refresher, so new employees starting?
So there's a couple of ways that NetSuite builds around that. So first of all, it has a learning management system. So a lot of customers get this learning management system. So it's all the videos that ties back to all the different topics. There's videos, everything else. For the accountants among us
who need... Just pause for a second. So when somebody new starts, they would get enrolled in that learning system. And so HR or their manager or somebody would say, okay, you're starting on Monday. Here's your videos. You can actually see that they took them. Yeah. Gives you reports that they've completed them, not completed them, whatever the status is. And are there little tests involved there? I mean, is it interaction?
Well, here's how good it is that if somebody is maintaining their CPA, right, and they're maintaining their professional qualifications, for certain of the NetSuite courses, they can get continuing education credits, CPEs, by doing the NetSuite training.
That's important. I'm glad you pointed that out.
So what you find, and I found this in multiple projects, when people go, well, I'm a CPA and I don't want, you get your CPEs out of it. Yeah, we'll go and we'll do that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is what's called SuiteAnswers. SuiteAnswers is the Google of NetSuite. So you just type in a question and it will give you back all the articles, all the information. It gives you step-by-step how-tos and how to do particular things. So that's really, really powerful. And typically as part of the onboarding process, it's easier because somebody will be assigned a role. Every role has a dashboard. That dashboard has the things that you need for that particular role. So you don't have to show everybody the whole system of everything. They have to go in through an intuitive dashboard, and that intuitive dashboard gives them what they need to do. Here's the things I need to approve. Here's the things I'm waiting on for approval. Here's the list of tasks that I have to do. And that dashboard is different for everybody. So typically from a training...
Based on your role.
Yeah, it's in your role.
Yeah.
So typically we'll train people for their roles. We'll train them on what's called Save Search, which is a way that they can do customized data extraction for what's there. And typically the onboarding tends to be pretty fast because it's very focused on doing what they need to do.
Some people will turn and say, we do implementations of all kinds of different software and solutions, and I can't imagine NetSuite is different, right? In terms of we did the training, we've worked with it, and I forgot how to use this, or I'm not sure how to use this, and all of a sudden they have to go back into training. But there's this fear of learning something new, right? So in your experience, do you see that somebody's trained up, they're using it, and then all of a sudden they get rusty, they got to go back into that training, into those videos, and you have to put a lot of time back in with them? Or is that just some weird fear that somebody might have? But I hear it when it comes to cloud migrations, email migrations, telephone system migrations. They'll be great when it comes to the training. You walk away, you think you're good, and all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, it's like they were never trained.
Yeah, when we come across that all the time, and particularly when we do an end-of-year cutover, so 12/31 cutover. Yeah. So we train people in December on how to use the system, and then they come back in January to do the January close, and they've completely forgotten.
They forgot
what's going on, right? It's over the holidays, right? They don't think about that. So typically what we'll do is we'll have the little handouts and sheets. What's nice out of the leading practices is it's all documented with process flows. So normally we'll have the process flow. Here's what you need to do this. Here's where you need to go to do that. And you'll have them on one-pagers on their desks. Sometimes we'll record videos. Sometimes as part of the...
specific ones for that company, they're outside of that training system. It's you made some cool videos just because, they may call after the fact. And they're specific. They're specific to them. Not to them personally, but to their business.
And what we've done in certain cases is we've had if they call the local help desk, we'll have the local help desk record a little video.
Yeah, that's very smart, like a knowledge-based video.
Knowledge-based video, right? And you build it up that way, so when somebody new comes along, then they're able to watch these 4 videos, and it kind of gets them through. You have to customize it for every company,
right?
And again, NetSuite, all ERPs are hard, and people sometimes bounce off of that. So, sometimes we'll do lunch and learns. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we'll go back and we'll use a new feature coming out as an opportunity to go back and review what's been going on. We found through and after COVID, we found having lunch and learns, even remote, were kind of useful, where people could talk about their experiences, where people could share tips and tricks, because there's always a tip and a trick.
Yeah.
So that's kind of good housekeeping way to approach things.
And I think you kind of touched on this just now in a way, which was like the evolution, right? The company's evolving. It's deployed. Everybody's trained. Everything is great. Time goes by, and the company's changing. It's always changing. How does NetSuite, or how does our ability to change with the company affect them going forward? Meaning, can they call us and say, "Oh, we're doing some different things, or we have a new line of business, or we're picking up new locations," and our availability to help them continue to evolve using NetSuite?
Absolutely. And again, think about the teams we have wrapped around this. So one of the things that Mindcore does very well is constantly doing health checks with the clients and how Mindcore is performing. So by doing that, what's going well, what's going badly. And now the questions extend to maybe beyond the current people. It's talking to the CFO, the controller, the AP folks. How are you getting on with that? NetSuite's always updating things like its tax software and other software. But let's say there's a new SKU. Let's say there's a new product line. We can come in and help them implement those new features. We can offer support. Sometimes you'll find they might move into manufacturing. There's a great company we're talking with at the moment. It's a fantastic example. They do new product development projects. So cool. So at the start of what they're doing, it's time and materials for a project. Then they move into a proof of concept. So then they're doing R&D. And once it's through, then they're making this beverage, and they're now a manufacturer. And then once they're manufacturing, then they're distribution, and then the parent company comes and buys them. So it's a PE carve-out coming back. So all along the way, they're able to click in the different modules, and we can come in and help as it goes through.
And those modules may not have been set up initially, but you're saying you can evolve. And as the company is evolving, we can continue to put more modules in place to evolve at the speed the company's evolving at.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's powerful too.
It is. And the beauty is, like, if you take, we're going back, let's say you have an Acumatica, or let's say you've one of these other programs that or ERPs that require servers. If you have a breakout year, how will the underlying infrastructure maintain you?
Yeah, that's a great question.
And that's where relying on something like the Oracle Cloud helps you big time, because you can scale that puppy. That's not a problem, right? And as you want to expand into a new market or things like that, that becomes important. So you have your evolution of process, you have your evolution of people, and you have your evolution of technology going forward. And as long as we keep touching on those, people, process, technology, with a focus on culture and cost. So everything that we do must focus on culture and cost.
That's brilliant. Hey, thank you so much for enjoying this video. I have a quick message about NetSuite. Every firm that's come to us for guidance has totally transformed their business with NetSuite. So if you're in professional services, maybe you're in healthcare, manufacturing, could be that you're in warehousing, maybe you have an accounting firm or a law firm, could be you're in private equity, doing M&A, maybe you have a business that has multiple locations, or really it could be a wide variety of other industries. NetSuite solves so many of the business problems that you're facing. One major issue right now is QuickBooks Desktop. If you're using QuickBooks Desktop, which is going end of life, and you're ready to make a change, NetSuite will definitely solve that problem. Also, if you already have NetSuite, but you're frustrated or maybe you're disappointed with the level of service you're getting, with the outcomes that you're getting, with the productivity that you expect that you should be getting, you should definitely reach out to me, okay? Our clients consistently tell us that they feel way more confident and they see a lot more reliability and way better outcomes and productivity, not to mention 40 to 70% savings on NetSuite licensing. So we're here for you. Also, we'll help you determine if NetSuite is the actual right fit for you, and we'll provide expert support. So don't wait. Use the form below, schedule a free consultation with me, and let's see how NetSuite can transform your business. Now back to the video. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.